Tina Clayton blazed to 10.81 personal best victory in the women's 100-meter finals at the Jamaica National Championships 2025, while her twin, Tia Clayton, falls to injury. So, what's next? Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we continue to grow. When you do that, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops, you drop a video. At least one today in Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button and finally leave your thoughts. So, are you ready? Yep, good to go. The Clayton twins are fire.
Kampunji gets a much better start than Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, and also going well is Tia Clayton. Tia Clayton's just got this one at the moment. Van der Veken is close. It's going to be very tight on the line, but Clayton's going to get this. It's Tia Clayton, 10.92. Well, I said she's been running very well, and she's overtaken her sister career-wise, but now she's overtaking everybody else, and in fact, her sister...
At the Doha Diamond League in the women's 100 meters, the Clayton twins, the twin turbo, rose to dominance, taking a Quinella first and second. Tia Clayton setting a new world lead of 10.92, with her sister Tina Clayton showing signs of recovery, running a season's best of 11.02 seconds. Months later at the Racers Grand Prix in the women's 100 meters, both the Clayton twins once again stood out. This time, Tina Clayton finally cracking that 11-second barrier that she had not cracked in almost 2 years, running a very impressive 10.98 to take the win ahead of the American Dashes Sears and her sister, who pulled up in the race, Tia Clayton. We all knew that this was a clear sign that Tina Clayton was getting back to her best, if not better than her best form.
Introducing Peter Lloyd World merchandise, where style meets comfort. From trendy tees to cozy hoodies, we've got something for everyone. Elevate your wardrobe with our high-quality, fashionable designs that make a statement. Whether you're hitting the streets or chilling at home, Peter Lloyd World has you covered. Shop now and upgrade your look with Peter Lloyd World merchandise. Available exclusively at Peter Lloyd World. Link in description below.
Set bang away. Brianna Liston and now disrupting the two from Edwin Allen but Tina Clayton, the world under 20 champion, is the national junior champion. 10.9. It's Liston from Tina Clayton. Liston and Tina.
When you're a champion, she's a world junior champion. She has a fast.
The twin turbo of Jamaica, Tina and Tia Clayton, formerly of Edwin Allen High School, are the world's fastest twins in recorded history, certainly in the women's 100 meters. Tia Clayton has a personal best of 10.86 seconds, which she ran in the semi-finals of the 2024 Jamaica National Championships, while her sister Tina Clayton this year in the finals of the women's 100 meters set her new personal best of 10.81 seconds. The class of 1985, celebrating its 40th anniversary, would like to invite you, the fans and supporters of the great Kingston College, to their gala dinner and celebration taking place at the AC Hotel Marriott in Kingston, Jamaica, happening on Saturday, July the 26th, 2025 at 7 p.m. I will be your MC and I will also be performing. Now, your donation to this amazing event is a mere US $125 and or 20,000 Jamaican dollars. Of course, this is for a worthy cause. Proceeds will be going towards the great Kingston College. So if you're a fan, lover, and supporter of Kingston College, come on out and celebrate with the class of 85's 40th anniversary. The gala dinner and celebration taking place at the AC Hotel Marriott, Kingston, Jamaica, Saturday, July the 26th at 2025, sorry, at 7 p.m. I will be your host and I will be performing. We may have a few surprises there. So make sure you pass through. The big boss himself, DJ Marlon Young, will also be there. Richie Lindsay as well as Dave Myrie. So people on a half a step out. This will be my first performance in Kingston in about a year. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to wake them up, can't you see that we're sleeping? In the finals of the women's 100 meters at this year's Jamaica National Championships, that is 2025, Tina Clayton carved out a new personal best and a time that makes her the third fastest woman for the 2025 in the women's 100 meters of 10.81 seconds, lowering her previous best, which she had set in the semi-finals. At this same event, JAMAICA Jackson took second in 10.88, and the perennial greatest of all time, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, defied all odds to take that third spot of 10.91 seconds. Unfortunately, Tia Clayton was injured and did not complete the race.
To be honest, as I always say, keep the confidence. Don't let nobody belittle your confidence. And for me, my confidence is always sky high. Even if I know probably I'm not 100, but my confidence is always sky high.
10.81, were you expecting to run this fast? You were surprised by the time?
To be honest, no. I didn't expect this time. Based on how I was going in training, I knew that I would PB, but not that fast.
You spoke about training, coming into this event, what's
there?
Now, this, of course, is my 2 cents. This changes everything. In a previous video, we had stated that we believed either Tina or Tia Clayton would have won the Jamaica National Championships. We thought this was a clear changing of the guards based on the numbers that we had seen. No disrespect meant to Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce or JAMAICA Jackson. Wanna know, me love them two queens. They are amazing talents. But based on the numbers, we argued that either Tina or Tia would have won. And in fact, we were leaning towards Tia Clayton. I still believe had Tia Clayton not been injured, this would have been a very, and an even faster final. But here's the thing. What does this mean? Well, it means the obvious. The first thing is it's a changing of the guard. And I think we're going to see this throughout this entire World Championship. We're going to see a lot of surprises, I believe, this World Championships. But specifically referencing to the Clayton twins, these two young ladies have demonstrated a kind of fortitude that is necessary to become a world champion, a world beater, so to speak. Both Tina and Tia have demonstrated a fearlessness that is almost unusual. Now, for Tina Clayton to run a 10.81, coming all the way from a 10.95, is a phenomenal. And in another interview, she herself says, and I couldn't show all the interviews, but in another interview, she said she was asked how was the transition, meaning the transition from amateur to pro. And Tina Clayton said it was not easy. It was obvious. You could see it was not easy. And she was right. I've said in the past that I believe her problems were not just physiological, they were also psychological. And many of you misinterpreted it. I guess some of you thought I was suggesting she had mental illness. I haven't. Listen, people, psychological issues does not mean mental illness only. There are many, all of us, yourselves included, deal with psychological issues on a day-to-day basis. I was talking about, and I've been talking about, the transition that herself, Tia, all of them are going to have. Serena Cole. As I said to you in previous videos, only 1 to 2% of all the people who go amateur actually successfully transition into pro. Jamaica's odds tend to be much higher, but it is very difficult. Now, you have to understand that running at 10.81 clearly coming into form 2 months out is a positive. In fact, I kind of believe that doing the championships in June is a very, very good thing, because it means now that Stephen Francis will be able to further fine-tune himself, and Paul Francis will be able to further fine-tune Tina Clayton going forward. She will only get better. She will only get better. So we have 2 months now to prepare for World Championships. And I kind of think the J3S should actually leave it in June. It gives us more time for the athletes to focus just on World Championships instead of maybe having 3 weeks before. But the 10.81, which is now the third fastest time thus far this year, is massively significant. So outside of Melissa Jefferson and the champion at the Olympic Games, Julian Alfred, Tina Clayton is now the third fastest woman. Now, I am hoping, and based on what I've been told, the J3S can still use a Tia Clayton if she is, if she gets medical exemption. I believe that's the terminology. One can correct me if I'm wrong. But I also know that they have now reserved the right to bring 2 extra persons onto a team that they choose who have nothing to do with the national championships. The fact of the matter is, I had foreseen, honestly speaking, and don't take it the wrong way, I had foreseen both the Clayton twins and Sharika Jackson going to World Championships to represent us. It didn't work out that way. And I'm very happy that Shelley and Fraser-Pryce made it. So, as I said, one of the first things this means is a clear changing of the guard. That's what's next. This is we're seeing a transition from one set of great to another set of great. Now, how does this set us up for World Championships in 2 months' time? Well, it means that we have 2 ladies, I think, who can hit that podium. I still think Shelley and Fraser-Pryce will shock us all and go out with a bang. But I don't see Shelley and Fraser-Pryce walking away at this point with a gold medal. But this is 2 months out, and hopefully I'm very, very wrong. But with a Tina Clayton running 10.81 at this time in the year, which is about the time you want to start hitting your best, this is a massively good sign for Jamaica. Now, the other thing is, as I stated, the J3S can carry Tia Clayton if she's recovered and healed. And I am very, very certain that if I'm correct about that, and I think I am, they're going to bring Tia Clayton. Because even if she doesn't even run in the individual events, if she's on a 4x1 with Shelley, Sharika, Tina, and Tia, once the baton changes are correct, the sky's the limit. So this is a very good thing for Jamaica. The third thing that I have to add is this. I know that many of us, human beings, not many, human beings in general do not like change. We like to hold on to what we know. It is a well-known psychological fact. You can go research it yourself. So many persons, although we are excited about the Clayton twins, are still relying on a Sharika and a Shelley and a Elaine to medal at World Championships. I am saying to you, you're going to have to let go of some of that stigma, because I think what we're going to see at World Championships is going to surprise a lot of us. I think the 3 people on the podium will not be 3 people you expect, meaning from the old guard. So I am thinking Julian, I'm thinking Tina, and I'm thinking one other person. We won't get into that one in this video. So in a sense, this is a good thing for us. We have a Clayton twin, Tina, and I think the J3S wants Tia Clayton. If they have any sense, if Tia Clayton is healthy, they're going to bring Tia Clayton, and then the sky is the limit. So this run was not really shocking. Honestly, I didn't expect a 10.81, and like I said, for me it was a toss-up between Tina and or Tia. I'm just happy that one of them did it. And in earnest, I was leaning towards Tia based on the numbers. Finally, I believe this was one of the best women's 100 meters I've seen all year. Highly competitive. And to make this team is very difficult, people. 10.88 and on an easy run. That's a hard time for Sharika Jackson to have run. 10.81 10.86 for Tia Clayton in the semis. Those are crazy times. I still think we are more than competitive, and I believe the world has taken notice. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. I want to say big up to Tina Clayton. Congratulations to your queen. Tia Clayton, hold the faith. I am almost 1,000% certain you will be at Worlds once you're fully recovered, and I think you will be. Shelly and Fraser Price, you are the greatest of all time. 38 years of age, I think for the 13th or the 14th time to make a national team is incredible. Incredible. And Sharika Jackson, big up and bless up. Now don't forget to support the channel. Check out our merch store at printify.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, and hit the like button. Remember, you are royals, kings and queens. Bless up!